What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be making some backwoods hickory jerky in an unconventional way. We're going to be doing it in the oven. We're going to use no fancy tools whatsoever, no jerky gun, no nothing. I've never done this before, but you know what? There's a first time for everything. But we're going to follow the instructions on this. This will be linked in the description, and I will also show some in the video of all the instructions, but it tells you exactly how to do it, exactly the measurements on everything that you need. We're going to be using a cookie sheet with just a light rack over top of it, and it's going to go in the oven. On here it says 200 degrees for 1 hour and 15 minutes each side. So we're going to follow it to a T, and we're going to measure it out, and we'll see how it turns out. So let's go at it. We got our 1 pound of deer that we killed earlier this year. Got our measuring cup. We need a half a cup of water. All right, half cup of water. That smells good. All right. Mix all the spices into the water. All right, it's pretty well mixed. Now we're just supposed to add it to the meat. You know what, around here, we may wear gloves, but we're going to use our hands. This is another LEM product. A couple videos ago, I did some summer sausage, and we actually really enjoyed that. Going to be making more of that here soon. But I picked all these up at the same time, so I figured, well, you got to try all of them. This one's just the jerky. Picked it up at my local farm store. This is the Hickory one. Never made jerky before. WildWesGoudy's made some jerky for me, and that's pretty good. He uses a dehydrator and all the fancy stuff. Over here, we aren't as fortunate, I guess. We like to try it our way first before we go with the cool stuff. But we're getting pretty tacky. I'm not sure how well this is going to work being in the oven and on this rack, and we're forming everything manually. We're not going to do anything with any jerky guns. We're not going to do anything fancy. It's all going to be by hand. It says right on here, you can manually form into strips or using the jerky cannon, but I did not purchase a jerky cannon. All right, we got our pound of meat. It smells amazing. It's all tacky, and we're going to try and form it into strips. We're going to do long strips and fit as much as we can on this rack as possible. Unfortunately, this is the only rack I have, so we may have to come up with something else to use the rest of it on. I already got the oven preheated, so we'll go that way. This one doesn't say to marinate. If you use regular meat, it says to marinate. Like if you don't use ground beef or ground deer or venison in this case. So now we're going to make some strips. Now we're going to make strips, fit as many on this rack as we possibly can. I'm freehanding all of this. There's going to be inconsistencies. We're going to try and keep it as consistent as possible. That's where the jerky gun would be the most useful, to keep all of your strips consistent. Right, that's one strip so far. pretty thick, but I think we'll make a different one a little bit thicker. But I'll get all these strips made, and I'll come back and show you the final product. All right, this is what we got. I know it looks weird, and they're big, but hey, there's no specifics. And you know what? I made it like I would want to eat beef jerky. We can cut it up after it's cooked. That's not a big deal. We just got to get it all dried out and everything. So we're going to throw this in the oven. It says an hour and 15 minutes, you said, if you're not using a cooling rack. So we're going to throw the cooling rack in there, and we'll just throw it in there for 3 hours, and we'll check it, I don't know, every probably hour and a half. Right about the time we're going to flip it, we'll check it. So we'll throw it in there, and we'll see what it looks like. All right. We are 1 hour in on the jerky. It is drying out, which is good. Honestly, it looks like it's doing pretty well. It's going to take quite a while. So we'll keep checking on her about every hour and until she's done. All right, we're going on, I don't know, about 2.5 hours. Actually looking pretty good. I think we're about there. It's still a little soft. We still got probably another hour to go. But making dinner. But yep, looking good. All right, we just pulled them out. Been in there for, shoot, probably 4 hours. I mean, they feel good. They look questionable, but they're pretty dry. We're gonna let them sit out. Well, we'll put them in a bag, and we'll put them in the refrigerator and let them cool down. But they look pretty good. We'll have to try them tomorrow. All right, all the jerky's done. We got 4 good-sized strips here of jerky. They're all really dry. Came out pretty good. Smells like beef jerky. Smells good. Kind of looks a little iffy, but we'll break some off and try it. Got good flavor. It's not the right texture though. It's a little, I guess you could call it flaky. It's still good. It still tastes like jerky. I wouldn't say the texture is completely off, but it almost feels grainy, but it's good. I think a lot of that has to do with making it manually and not with like an actual gun, just pushing this all together with my hands and then using a drying rack in the oven. So, but I recommend this, absolutely. It's got really good flavor. You can definitely taste, even though it wasn't smoked, it's smoky. It tastes very similar to WildWesGoudy's beef jerky. I'm not sure what he uses, but this is good. I'd highly recommend this too. I think this is right up there with the summer sausage. It's better than expected. It's good. I'm impressed. I wasn't nervous about this one, but this definitely will not last long, and I will definitely be making more. But thanks for watching this video. I got a couple more of these coming out over the next few days of all the different stuff we've made. So stay tuned. Please like and subscribe and keep following to see the rest of the stuff that we're going to make. We got some fun ones coming up. So once again, thanks for watching. Stick around and have a great day. This was the Backwoods Hickory beef jerky.